Okay. So as I was saying, today is the second day of our workshop. So last week we did introduction and concept of data visualization, and we did practice how we can be familiar with the Power BI interface, right? So we did we use data to do one or two example using some of the visuals, right? Good. So today our main focus will be on building an interactive dashboard, right, based on what we learned last week, and then also how we can write DEX function, right? So we look at these two at the same time. So the DEX function and then building interactive dashboard. Okay, so when you said DEX function, that's DAX. DAX stands for data analysis expression, right? That's the DAX stands for data analysis expression, and it's a formula language used in Power BI and then Excel. That's a Power Pivot. Yes, so we can use it for data analysis and then also data modeling. That's the main purpose of DEX. And then it's specifically designed to work with data models and the relationship, calculating columns, measures, custom calculations, and so on, right? That's the purpose of the DEX function, right? Okay. So today the data we'll be using is already exists in the Power BI, right? Yeah. The data is already we are using. Because we are looking at the DEX function, we will use the default data in Power BI. So we have try sampling data here, right? Click on the try sampling data, then it will open. Yeah. So you click on the try sampling data, then a dialog box will open, right? A dialog box will open, then you go to load sampling data. You click on the load sampling data, and then the navigator will open. Okay, yes, the navigator will open, and then you see two tables in it. One is financial, and then the other one is sheet 1, right? So we are using the financial table. So we select the financial table. Make sure you have ticked the box. Then you click on load. Okay. To load into Power BI. To load the whole data into Power BI. Right. Okay.
Amos, looks like your screen is frozen.
My screen is frozen.
Okay. Or move the mouse, let's see. Because I think it's frozen.
Okay. Can you see the mouse? Yeah. So the data is loading, so that's why I have paused. The data is loading. Okay, so we have 700 rows. Okay. Okay, now the data has loaded. So let's go to the data view. So after that, we click on the data view to see the whole data. Okay, so this is the data view. Yes, this is the data view, and then this is the data we have.
Amos, are you recording?
Okay.
Amos, are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording it. Okay, so this is the. So here, let's go through the column. Let's go through the column. Now we have segments, right? And then let's see the distinct values. So the segment column consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 distinct values, right? So we have the channel partners, the enterprise, the government, the market, and then the small business, right? Good. And then the next one is country. So the country column also consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries, right? Yes. Then you move on to products. The product column also consists of I think 6 products, right? And then we also have discount band. Yeah, we have high, low, medium, and none. So these are the discount. Then we also have the unit sold. We have the manufacturer price. We have the sales price. We have the gross sales discount. We have the sales. We have the COGS profit date, number, month number, and month name, and then the year, right? Good. So here, because we are coming to write DEX function, we will delete some of the columns, then recreate those columns again, right? So that we know how we can use this function to do all those things, right? So let's delete the normal months, that's month number, right? Let's delete that column. So let's delete that column, right? The normal month, let's delete that column. Okay, and then let's delete the month name. Month name. Okay, so here you select the column. If you want to select it, then you right click on the column, then you go to delete, right? Delete to delete the column. Okay. Okay, good. And then let's move to the year. Let's move to year. Okay. And then let's delete the year. So this is the column we have now. So we have deleted some of the column. We will use the DEX function to also recreate the whole thing again, right? Okay. So let's go back to the report view. Now the last time we were going through some of the charts, right? And then I said that we will continue the card and then the KPI, right? So today we first talk about the card, how we can create card, and then we move on to the. So here let's create our card. So card is one visual in Power BI, right? Yeah. So this is the card 1, 2, 3. So you see the card 1, 2, 3, and then we have another card here, right? Yeah. So let's choose the first card. So this one is like we used it to create, let's say, if you want the number of rows, let's say number of rows, and then let's say price, to measure a certain field. We use the discard to measure a certain field, right? So a typical example is, let's say I wanted to know the total price of all the products, right? Let's say all the products. So here I'll select the cell, I'll select the card. So I'll go to add data, click on the add data. Then let's say this is the profit, right? I'll click on the profit, and by default it's always on sum of profit, right? Sum of profit. So here the card will calculate, give you the sum of the profit, and then put it in a nice way like this. So if you wanted to know the sum of amount of all the profit of the product, so this is the profit of all the products, right? So here you can change it. So you can go to click on this arrow, then the aggregation part, you look for, let's say if you want the average, you click on average, then you change to average. Change to average. If you want let's say minimum, then now turn to minimum. So this is the minimum value. If you want let's say maximum, to give you the maximum value. And then if you want count distinct, right, the unique values in that field, give you the unique value. So this is the unique values in that field. Okay. Then also you can also go to count. So the count will give you the rows. It count all the rows, right? You count all the rows, and then let's see if you want it in a standard deviation or variance, and then the mean form, it will give you. Okay. So that's all about the card. Now we can also use it in a different way. So let me put it in the sum file. Now there's more function in this. Let's say if you wanted to change the text, add more function to it, right? Let's add more function to it. So you select it, then you click on the visual element here, click on it, then go to more options. Then here is where you add some functions to it, right? Or more functions to it, right? So the title, we can on the title and then give it a title name, right? So we can give it as let's say total profit of, or you let's do it with total profit, right? So here you can see the name here, total profit, and then we can increase the size, the font size, or we can also change the font here, right? Yes, we can also make it bold, and then we can also center it, the center font here. Okay. And then we also have the star, right? Let's start with the star here. Yes. Okay, so that's, we can come here, then let me select it again. Then let's see the background color. We can change the background color. Click on the background down here, it's white. We can change it to, let's say, blue, right, or any color. Then the adjustment, you can also adjust the color here, making it something. Okay, then the patterns. So the pattern is how the text close to the line. So here we can increase the patterns. You see that the text is on. Check like we are shifting the text to our right, or can also increase the top one, right? Bring it down here, or maybe move the text also upward. So that's how the paddles also work. And then this is the border. Can on the border. Then if we wanted to give it a rounded corners, we give it, and then the shadows. The shadow. If you want the shadow to be inside or outside, you choose inside. So the shadow move inside or outside. I think we did this thing, the last week, right? Okay. Okay, so let's move to a core layout, right? The core layout too, we can increase the font size. So the core layout is where the normals is. So we can increase it or we can decrease it. We can increase the font size or underline it, and then we can also change the color, right? And all those things. And then the label are the labels too. We can increase the labels. So this is the label, the sum of profit. The sum of profit is the label. So, and this sum of profit, we can also change this sum of profit. So let me come here. So this sum of profit, right? You can double click on it and then change it. Let's say you wanted to change it to only profit. Then now it's profit here, right? So this is how the card works, right? Okay, so let me create another card, and this time around I'll use it to calculate the difference or number of products, the number of products. So let me go back to the data view. So this is the product, right? And here if you click on the drop down, you see the product is how many products? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 products, right? You can use the card to do it, also create the same 6 products here if you wanted to see the product. So here still the field, go to add data, then you scroll, then look for products. So this is the product, right? Good. So here by default it will give you the first product. Then here if you want the last product, it will give you the last product, right? Then also if you want the distinct, count distinct. So this is the number of products. The number of product, right? Okay, and then also you can go to the count. So here the count is, it will count the number of rows, but the count distinct will give you the unique values in the one. It will count the unique values in the field. Okay, are you okay? Okay. Okay, Wilfred, you just joined. So we just started. We are not far behind, so you can catch up. So here what we are doing right now is we are creating a card, right? So for you to create a card, you go to the visuals. Here the card is here, but you can also click on the drop down here, then you move on to this card, right? You select it, the card. So this is the card we have. Then you go to add data. So the add data is where you wanted to what? You select the kind of field you wanted to create for the card. So here what we are doing is you wanted to know, we use the profit. So here the profit will what? It will give us the sum of profits to calculate the whole profit, then give it to us. So this is the sum of the profit we have, right? Yes. Okay, so okay. The last week when I uploaded it on YouTube, I shared the link in the group, but okay, I'll share it again, right, so that you get it. Okay. Okay. So here we can see that it is in a million, right? It's in a million form. So we can also change it to actual values or in thousands. So let's do that. So here we move down to the values, right? This is the values. So display units. So this is where if you wanted to change it to thousands, you select 1000, and now it will give you in a 1000 form, right? And then if you want it to, let's say in a billion form too, you click on it, then give you in a billion form. If you want the noun, so you click on the noun will give you the raw figure. So this is the raw figure we have here, right? But I can see that this figure is too long. That's why sometimes we by default it turns it to million. Okay. Okay. Now let's create a measure, right? So here the measure is like it's like we used to for looking information about different, use it in a various contexts, right? So here let's say it's like we are not creating a column. So the measure is we used to measure the column we have, right? If you want to measure, let's say this one we have here, this one which is 16.8 million, we can use measure to create this 16.8 million, right? Okay, so let's go to the data view. Let's go to the data view, and then here we select the table name, which is the financials. That's the table name. Then we go to new measure, right? Click on new measure. So it's creating. So let's wait. Okay, so this is the measure. So here by default it gives you a name called measure. We can delete it and give it a new name, right? Now we are coming to write a DEX function. We are coming to write a DEX function that will calculate all the sales. So this column, we are coming to create a DEX function that will calculate everything here, right? Everything here for us using measure. Hello, am I going fast or I should slow down? Yeah, Bruce.
I think it's okay.
It's okay. Okay, so let's create a measure. So the measure, we are creating a measure that will calculate the whole the sales, right? So let's name the measure total sales, right? So total sales equals, so here what you are writing is you are writing our first DEX function, right, to calculate the odds, the sales, the sales, the sum of sales, right? So I will say equals, that's it. So our measure name is total sales equals, then I will say sum, right? Sum, then into bracket, I'll bring the odds, the table name. So you see that here it has suggest the table name for me, right? So this is the table name, which is the financials, and then the sales here is the column name. So here I can select from this side and then close the parenthesis. So this is the name of my measure, and then the function I'm writing, this is what, that's sum, right? And then the table name is what, is the financial, and then the column I'm calculating is the sales, right? Then I'll press enter. Then it will create a measure. Okay, so this is the measure. I have it here, right? So it has calculated the total sales, right? So the measure is not a column, so it won't appear. It's not a column. You are using it to measure the odd, as the name says, measure, right? So if I go back to the report view, and then I wanted to create a card, so I'll create a card here. So the inside the card, I'll look for the measure here, which is the total sales, right? Then I'll click on the total sales. You see that it has given me the odd, because I've already calculated the measure, right? So it has given me the total sales. So this is the name of the measure, the total sales, right? Yes. Okay. So this is our first how we can. So if you wanted to calculate for average, minimum, maximum, is the same function, right? You create a measure. So here, if let's say you wanted to, if you want the average, so let's create the average too. If you want to create the average, we give it a name. So average sales, right? The same average sales. So that's the name of the measure, average sales. Good. So here, instead of sum, let me clean the whole thing. So here I will say average, right? See that average is here. Then I will select the average. Then here I will select the table name, which is financial, and the one I'm calculating, which is the sales. Then I will close the parenthesis. Okay. Then here it creates a new measure for me, right? Okay. So the measure name is what? It's now average sales. So we have calculated for average sales. I good. Okay. Okay. So I hope we are all good, right? Can I continue? Hello.
You can continue, Amos.
Okay, good. So anytime you wanted to create a measure, you go to what? You go to the measure here, right? You go to measure, you click on the measure. Then, as I said, by default, it will create a name called measure for you. Okay, so this is the name by default is created for us, which is measure, right? And you can see it here too, measure. Okay, So let's write a next function that can calculate the rows, right? Rows of the whole table. Let's say we don't know the rows of the table and we wanted to calculate the rows of the table, right? So we create a measure and then remember that the name will come first, right? That's the table. So table, that's the okay. So let me say calculate. Let me use CL for calculate rows of the table, right? Of the table. So that's the table. The table, right? Equals. Then I'll write the function count rows. So this is the count rows. I'll select the count rows, and then the counting for the whole the whole table. So I'll select the table name. Then I'll close the parentheses. Then it give me it creates a measure for me. Okay, so this is the measure it has created. Now we can go back here, go back to the report view, and then also a new card, and then we put the calculated rows inside the measure. Then give us the odds. So how many rows we have? We have 700 rows. 700 rows. Okay. 700 rows. Okay. So that's how we can write this function to calculate the rows.
I beg, repeat it again.
Yes.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. The count rows. When I was doing, I saw some. So I don't know if you didn't include that one.
Yeah, so I use the count.
Okay, so it's just count rows.
Yes, count rows, and then the name of the row, the field we are counting.
But what would be the difference when you add the all? Because I see some all there. I made a mistake and I clicked that one.
It's that all to also. Did it calculate there?
I didn't go there. I just saw yours and I cleaned it.
So okay, so you talk about that count all too. Okay, we talk about that one too. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. So here let's also talk about how we can create a table, right? How we can create a table. Okay, column. So here, if you wanted to create a column, the same thing again, right? You can click on these three dots here. These three, the financial table. There's three dots here. You click on it, then go to new column, right? Or we come to table tools. Then you look for new column. Click on it. So here we are coming to create a new column. Okay. And then what we want is we wanted to calculate sum of the sum of. You see, when you check the date, right? When you come here and check the date, we have what? we have how many distinct we have. Let's check that. So we have the year, we have only two years. We have what? 2013 and 2014, right? So here we want the profit in only 2014, or the 2014 profit, right? Let's say we want all the profit in 2014. So here we are coming to create a measure that can give us the profit in all 2014. Are you okay? So we have, as I said, we have two years here. We have the 2013 and then 2014, and we want the profit in 2014. Are you good? So we are coming to create a measure that can return the total profit of what? Of 2014. Okay. So here, let's create a measure, right? That can give us. So here we click on measure. Measure. Okay, so let me do this. Let's create a measure that can give us. Okay, good. So new measure. Okay. So here, let's say total, let's give it a name, the measure name. So total profit in 2014, right? So that's the measure name, right? Good. So here we use, because we are doing a calculation, we use the calculated function, right? So this is the calculated function. Okay, I'm using the concatenate, so not calculated. Sorry. Okay. The calculated function. Okay, so this is the calculated function. Good. So inside the calculated function, then we write this expression. First, we have to, as I said, the table name, right? So the table name is what? The table name is financials. So this is the table name, financials. So let's type the table name here, financials. Okay, financials. Good. No. So here, that's the sum. Sorry, sum. So as I said, sum of what? Sum of. Then followed by the table name, right, which is the financial, right? So inside this financial table, we are looking for what? We are looking for profit. So you type the profit. So this is the profit, right? This is the profit. Good. Then we close the parentheses. Then we also write another expression. So here that now we are coming to filter the year, because we are looking for 2014, right? So we write a year function, which is, we say year, this is the year, and then we also specify the table name. So this is the table name. Then inside the table we are looking for date. So date. So this is the date. Good. And then I'll close the parentheses. Then the date equals, right? So here, this is all, this expression is for year. And then here, because we are using the year expression, we will specify the year, which is what, 2014, right? 2014. Then we close it, finally close the parentheses. Are you good? Then enter. Okay, so now it has given us the odd. That's the total profit in 2014, right? Total profit in 2014. Are you good? Okay, so any question on this?
Amos, I'm getting an error.
Error. Okay, all the error. So look at, sometimes check the parentheses, right? Check the parentheses very well. So the parentheses are made, so if you don't take care, you get an error.
The same thing.
The same thing. Okay. Well, so you share your screen. Let me see.
I'm using a phone.
A phone. Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can just go over this particular place again, so that I start again. Yeah.
Okay.
From the creation of this particular
one. Okay, so here let me create the same thing, right? So this time around I'm using 2013. Right. So let's create a new. So as I said, we are creating a measure. We want the total profit in only 2013, right? Only 2013. That's what we are looking for. Now we have two dates here. We have the year. We have 2014 and 2013. Right? And we want the total price. The total profit in 2013. Okay, so I will say total profit in 2013 equals, and here we are using the calculated function, right? So calculate. So this is the calculate function, right? So that means everything in this expression we are calculating everything. I agree. Now remember that we wrote a function for sum of profit, right? So the sum will come. We are doing sum. Sorry. As I said, always remember that this name will come, the table name. So the table name will come because sometimes you may have multiple tables, right? And then the function can look for the table you are looking for you. So always remember to bring the table name. So the table name is what? Financial. Right? Okay. So that's the table name. So financial. Go sum. Then sum into bracket financial. So this is the financial, right? Then inside that function, we are calculating that thing. We are calculating for profit. So this is the profit, right? This is the profit. Now let's close this function. So here this function is for that with this parenthesis is for the sum. That means we have done calculating the sum of what? The sum of profit. Right now, the next function we are coming to write is, because we are looking for only year, only 2013 year in 2013, right? Only the year in 2013. We write this function, that's financial, and then the date. So this is the date, right? Then inside the date, we are looking for what? We are looking for, that's 2013, right? We are looking for 2013. Are you okay? Hello? Then after that, you press enter. Are you still getting an error?
No, it's fine. It worked.
It works,
yeah,
right?
It worked.
Okay. So here we have calculated for what?
2030.
Profit in 2014 and then profit in 2013, right? Yes. Okay, so we can go back to the report view and then see the profit of what? Profit of 2013. So let me remove this. Profit of 2013. Okay. So in 2013, there's the profit in 2013. Right? Good. We can also, let me copy and then paste. Copy, paste. Okay. Then let me change here to 2014. So this is the profit in what? In 2013. Right. Yeah, so total profit in 2014, total profit in what? In 2013. Are you okay? Okay. You arrange the whole thing, right? You rearrange the whole thing, so see that mine has been scattered, right? Okay. Okay. Now let's create the year, a column for the year and then the day. Okay. Okay. So if, as I said, if you wanted to create a column, let me delete this measure here. If you wanted to create a column, you go to what? Here, or you can come here, the three dots, and then you select column from here. So new column. So now we are coming to create a new column. We are coming to create a column that will give us. We wanted to extract the month, right? The month from the date. We are extracting the month from the date, right? So here you give a column name which is what? Month equals. We use the format function. Now here let me use the month function, right? The month function. Then after that we will format it in there. So let me use the month function. So month. Then inside the month, we are extracting our date. So this is the date. Yeah, so this is the name, this is the name of the column. This is the name of the column, right? And this is the function we are writing, which is month, right? And we are working with what? Financial table. The inside the financial table, we have what? We have dates. Dates in the financial table, right? Good. So we are extracting month from the date in financial table. Then enter. So you see that it has extracts all the months. So this is December. We have December is 12. We have June. June is 6, right? November is 13. Okay. Now let's say that you don't want the date to be in this format. Right? You want it to be in a text form. Let's say instead of 12, it should come as what? As December instead of 12, right? Okay, so that one too, let's create another function for that. So we create a new table, sorry, a new column. Create a new column. So it's loading, right? My machine, I don't know, nowadays if I open Power BI and it has start running slow. Okay, so this time around I will say month underscore, let's say text. All right, good. So that's the name of our new column, month text, because we have month here. So this one, let's do it month text. So here I'll use the format function. Format. Then here my table will come, and then the date will come. Okay, and you remember in Excel we did something like when we wanted to extract dates. This function is what I'm coming to write is similar is also in Excel. We use DD for day. We use 4D for day, and 4 M's for month, right? So you see that M, which is what? 4. Then I will close it. Then this time around it will give me in the form of what? In the form of text. Okay, so here it has given me what? The month in the form of what? Text. So this is 12, this is December, June 16, right? 11, November, and so on, right? Good. So we can also write the same format to extract what? To extract year, or sorry, to extract day. If you want to extract the day, instead of you make it DDD, right? 4D, which is what? Day, and then 4M, which is month. Are you good? Okay. Okay. Oh, Fred, are you okay? Are you following the whole thing?
Yes, please. I'm following. But one thing is, I joined it with the phone, so all that we are doing, I'm not practicing it on a laptop. So, and I hope the thing will be uploaded as early as.
Yeah, there is more in that. So during our next meeting, what I'll be doing that whilst we are doing a project, then we are also be writing down the text function in it, right? Okay. So now let's move to the Power View. So at the report view, and then this is the, let's create a new page. So here, what the next thing we are coming to do is that we are coming to do it together, right? So based on the information, that the data we have, we are coming to build let's say an HR dashboard, right? So that's the name of our dashboard, HR dashboard. Based on this information we have, right? Now we know the profits, we have the months, and then we also have sales, discount, and all those things here, right? So let's go to report view. Okay, so here let's name our dashboard HR report, dashboard. So here I'll go to the text box, click on the text. So make sure you're on home, click on home, then go to click on text box, and then the text box, the font, let's set it to, let's say, let me see, I will see Georgia in it. Okay, the font to Georgia, and then the font size to, let's make it let's say 24, right? And let's type HR report, or HR report, or HR dashboard. Let's make it report, right? So this is the name of our dashboard. So let's make it nicely here, then we can drag it, let's say this side, right? Okay, HR report. Okay, so here we can also make some changes here. The background color.
The font size was what? The font size.
The font size is 24. 24, yeah. So HR report, and then you can change the font size, sorry, the background. So to anything, let's say this color, and then the transparency, make it like this way. Good. Okay. So that's the name of our reports. Good. And let's say we want let's go back to the report view so that we can get the information there. Report view. Now we have country here, okay. Then we also have profit. So let's say we want each country and profit, and each country and their profit. So we have Germany here, France, and so on, right? But before we can do that, remember that here the data category is what? The data category is what? Categorized. So let's change it to country before we can do that. Well, we are going to use map, right? So let's change it to country. The data category to country. Okay. So now it's now country. Oh, sorry, this country. Yeah, country. Let's change it to country. Okay, so it's now a country. So let's go back, and then let's use this map. Let's use the map. Click on the map, and then the location. So add data. Let's add the country. Okay. Let's see. The country. Good. see how it is. Okay, so this is the country. So we have Canada, we have Mexico, we have France, then we have what? Germany here. So these are the unique countries we have. Okay, and then the bubbles, right? The bubble size, let's add profits, the profit to the bubble size. So here that means the bigger the bubbles, the higher the price, sorry, the profit. So when you focus, okay, so that means, so when you check which one is bigger, I think Germany is bigger, right? So this is the sum of profit in Germany, and this is in France, and we have Mexico here, then we have United States here, then we have Canada here, right? Yes. Okay, so let me show you one more thing here. Let's say we wanted to know the actual data that Power BI used to plot this map. So you go to more, then go to show as a table. Show as a table. Click on show as a table. Then this is the data, right? You can see it down here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries, and their profit is here. Some of their profit is here. Are you good? And let's say that you wanted to export this data. Maybe you are interested in this data, right? You want to extract or export this data. The same thing goes to click on this 3 points, then go to what? Export data. So click on export data. It will open your, right? See, it has opened the dialog box for you to save. So here you can save it on your desktop or whatever you wanted to save it. And remember that the save is what? In CSV, right? Okay, so that's how we can export data, okay, from Power BI. Okay, so this is our first visual. All right, let's put it somewhere here or down here. Okay, good. And then let's use one chart called ribbon chart. So this is the ribbon chart. Yeah, the ribbon chart is here, right? So we wanted to use the ribbon chart to check. So ribbon chart works like the undo it. Okay, so the ribbon chart is the ribbon chart. So we have the ribbon chart here. Right. So ribbon chart is like line. It's a line, or it falls under the line and area chart, right? So this is a ribbon chart. So that means we used to calculate. It's a time series. I used to calculate the time series chart. It's a time series chart, right? Good. Okay. So the x-axis, let's make it the date. Let's add date for the x-axis. Good. And here we are interested in let's say month, right? We are interested in the month, each month, and then the profits we made or the company made, right? So let's close it. Let's close the day. Let's close the year, and then let's close the quarter, and then left the month. Okay. Then the y-axis, let's make it profit for the y-axis. Good. So this is so far this is the chart. Good. So it has given us the January, February, March up to December. Right. So this one looks like bar, but the only difference is that the legend side, we will add a legend to it. So let's say the legend, let's make it based on the segment, or let's do it based on products, right? So every month, and then the products, the profit of the product they make, right? See that it's now a ribbon chart, right? Good. So here, let's understand how this chart works. So in January, you see this is the legend. This is the legends are the products. So these are the products here, right? So when you put the cursor on the first one, it gives you the what? So in January the product is what? That's pass-through product. This is the sum of profit they make, right? In the same January, this is the sum of profit they make on this product, and then that goes on. So it arranged from what? From highest to lowest, right? To the lowest, based on the profit, right? Yes. So when you take February to the same thing, right? February, and you can see that the colors are the same, right? You see these colors here, and the product Velo, let's say product Velo here, it reduces on January. Then I think it increases somewhere here. Let's check. Put the cursor here. Okay. So you see how it goes. So you can check this product. This is the amount of the profit they make on this product. If you move it down here or somewhere here, you see that it increases. Right. So this is how the ribbon chart works. Okay. So this is the when you take June to the same thing, and this is the product. June, it arranged in order from highest to lowest, right? So let's add one more thing to this ribbon chart. Let's make the labels. Let's show the labels, right? So I'll click on this, go to more options, or even I can even click here to give me what I'm looking for, the labels. Okay, so let me go here, the options, and then let's move to let's move to values, right? And then you can normally, let's change it to million, so that the value will be million here. And then here we won't add any percentage to it. Choose the inside center here. Come back in. Okay. Okay. Any question on this chart? So make it big. Okay. Now we can also come out with a different chart. Let's create a card, right, to calculate for the sum of profits, and then the sum of sales sum of profit and the sum of sales. Let's use it in the form of card, right? So I'll click on the card. Good. So let me put it here. Let me bring it somewhere on top here. Good. Then here the card, the field, I'll add. I think we calculate for the measure. I can even add this one to, let's say, the total profit in 2014, right? Let's add total profit in 2014. So this is the total profit in 2018. Let's add 2014. So let me arrange it here nicely. All right. Okay. Then we do the same thing for the 2013. So let's add the 2013 here. Good. So these are the total profit for 2013. Let's add it here. Okay. Okay. And we also, there's a profit. So we can also do, as I was saying, the sales, the total sales we make. So let's create another card, then bring it somewhere here. And this time around we will add what? We add the sales to it. So it will give us the sales, sum of sales. So we can change the name. Change the name to sum of sales to total sales. Let's make it total sales. Okay, so this is total sales. Okay. Any question up to this point or addition? Then what do you also suggest we should create chart on? Let's say you are the one analyzing this one. Yeah. We are doing it together, so we can also say something, then we do it together.
Hello, Emma. Yeah. The card, we've already created them at page 1. So why don't you just copy and paste it here?
You can do that, but let's create it so that
okay. Refresh our mind.
Yeah, let's create it. Yeah, refresh our mind. Yeah, sure. Let's create it.
So the report heading, that's HR report. The focus is it that this is a report to HR or to management or?
Yes, a report from HR to management.
Okay, then I think most of the things we are doing would have been finance report or because
finance,
their focus will be on the staff and their
staff. Okay, so let's change the name, right? So what do you suggest the name? Let's do it management report or
okay, that's also good.
Okay. So let's change the HR to management report. Okay, so here let's change it to management report. Okay, so I'll say so management reports. Okay. Management reports. Okay, so let me.
Thomas, I can't see your screen again.
Hey. Okay, I'm coming. Let me. let me stop sharing and share it again. Or it may be your internet.
It could be
My
because
internet
I was
is
saying it.
Yeah. Okay. You can see now. Is it okay now?
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
Can we also another?
Okay. Yeah, you are saying something.
Hello.
Yes.
I was saying, can we analyze the sales and profit? Because if
Sales-
and profit. Ideally, the more
Sales
sales
and-
you are making, the more profit you should make. But if we are making a profit and huge sales on some products with a lower profit, it means that we have to investigate into the cost. Probably the cost of manufacturing that product is too high and concerns needs to be raised.
Okay. Okay. So, you have mute yourself. I'm listening to you. So, conclude it.
Oh, I'm done. I was saying that if we analyze and we are seeing higher sales in maybe a particular product as compared to the other, but the other which is making more or less a lower sales is making a higher profit than the other one, it means that the cost of producing maybe A, which is giving a higher sales but a lower profit, we need to look into what happened to make the cost so high. Because the cost component is the only thing that will cause the difference between sales and profit.
Okay. Sure, thank you. Okay. So let's look at that one too. Okay. So here that one let's use a bar to that star column chart, right? Let's use that one to also represent that one. Okay. So here the axis, let's make the product. So what's the product name? This is the product name, and then the axis, the y-axis, the cost of what is the manufacturer price, right? So each product and then the manufacturer price. Okay, good. Okay, so here this is the various products we have, right? So here this product is what? This is 27,000. 27,250, right? Okay. So let's also add one more field to this y-axis so that we know the manufacturer price and then the selling price, right? So let's add selling price to this. That's the selling price. Okay. Good. I'm coming. Let me choose this column. This one. Okay, good. So let's use this chart so that it will be clear to us. Let's use a clustered column chart. This one, right? Good. So here, this is the cost. This is the manufacturer price, and this is the selling price. So here we've realized that the manufacturer price is higher than the selling price, right? So the company has lost. And then I think this one to this is the manufacturer price and this is the selling price. Okay. Okay, so it applies to this. So let's add the labels. Let's add labels.
Amos.
Yes.
With the clustered column chart, I'm realizing that you see the manufacturing price, it doesn't speak. The manufacturing price is the sum total of the manufacturing price. That's why we are getting it higher than the sum of the sale price. But then we can only say that if we treat it individually. I don't know if you get what I mean.
We treat it individually.
Like
okay.
The manufacturing price for, like, let's say if we change the manufacturing price to, let's say, count instead of sum, count distinct, you will see that the manufacturing price of all the products are far less than that of the sale price. I don't know if you get it.
I still don't get it, but you prefer to for us to separate the chart, right?
It's fine.
Because what me I can also see here is that this is some, when you take this product, which is VTT, right? The VTT, this is the sum.
Yes, that's the
sum of manufacturer price.
The production for VTT.
Exactly.
So all the VTT.
And this is also the sale price of all the VTT.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
So this is the manufacturer price for all the VTT.
Okay.
And this is the sale price for all the VTT.
Okay, sure. That's fine.
Okay. So I think what do you also suggest? Let's the next one. Yes. Yeah.
Please, Thomas, if my conscience sets me right, there was a that you made mention that when you are developing a dashboard, we shouldn't have more than 5 graphics on the dashboard so that everything will be visible. But I could see that per the space that we have, it means we are going to add more visuals to the dashboard. I don't know if this one is an exception.
Okay, it's fine. I remember I didn't say dashboard. I said pie charts and donut charts. Not specifically pie charts. As for visuals on the dashboard, you can have, as many as you can, right? But always, as I said, the dashboard have to be nice, right? So it's not like only 5 dashboard. If let's say the 5 dashboard is mainly on that chart, we can create another page for that for the same dashboard. But you can have more than 5. I think I said it specifically to a pie chart, not dashboard.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So any idea? Okay, so this is we have so let's go to the data view to also check whether we can plot a new one. Okay, so we know the sales in the year and the month, and then also so here we can use line chart to check the first quarter, the quarters in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter in the year, right? Okay, so here let's use line chart, right? Let's use line chart here. Good. And this line chart here, let's use date. But here we are interested in the quarter. Okay. So, and then the sales, the y-axis, let's make it sales. The y-axis, that's sales price. The sales price here. Okay, good. Okay, so this is the odds. This is a line chart for. So when you take first quarter, right? So this is the first. Yes, someone. Yeah.
Amos. I've been wondering. I want to know, like, on what basis do you choose the chart? Like, is it based on the work you're doing, or you just choose it to just analyze? Like, I've been asking, like, I've been wondering.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so here, when you are dealing with, let me take this line chart. This line chart. So let's say the line chart is, how do I say it? So here, this is a type of visualization that display the data point. So let me put it in this way. So line chart, normally when you are dealing with time, right? Time, like month, day, first quarter, like something duration, that's where we use the line chart, right? So that's why, so you see that here we are calculating the duration, sales per sale. So this first quarter, so first quarter is for 3 months, right? So this is the sales they made for first 3 months. This is the sales they made for the other 3 months, which is the 3 months, and then, right, good. So here, because it is time, we are using a line chart, right? And this ribbon chart too is also falls under the line chart, but this one works in a different way, as I explained earlier. And this chart too, the chart this chart also, we are comparing two things here, right? We are comparing the manufacturer price and the odds, and then the sales price. That's where we choose this chart. And then the map too, we want the geographical area. We wanted to see the geographical area. That's why we also use the map. So it all depends on, as I said, the kind of the insights you are looking for, and then the type of chart you choose. But remember, we don't just choose chart anyhow. We have to know the meaning of the chart and what that chart is used for, right? Before we can choose that chart. Are you okay?
I got you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So here, one thing is that you have to also read more about the chart, right? So let's say we take pie chart. What can we use pie chart, right? The advantage and disadvantage of pie chart, as I said, pie chart, if your segment is more than 5, don't use pie chart and all those. And there is a 1 or 2 rules about all the charts, right? So that you know how to choose the chart, so that it can suit whatever you are looking for. Okay. So this is as I said, the line chart, right? Good. So we are calculating for the first quarter, second, in terms of sales, right? Okay. And then another one, we can also go to the report view. You can check the segment, right? Yes, segment, and then the segment and let's say the profit. So when you take this, so let's check how many distinct values in the segment. Okay, so these are the distinct values in the segment, right? Small businesses, mid markets, and then the government. So you can also take the segment and or the profit to also see. Okay. So here let's use table for this one, right? Tables. Or you can even use matrix or table. So but here let's use table first. Okay, so this is the table. Bring it here. So here I'll add the segment first. Okay, the segment. Good, and then let's say the profit, right? Profit. Okay. We can also add sales to it. So let's check sales. That's the sales price. Okay, so let me turn it. Let me bring the profit here. Okay, good. So let's format it because it is too small. Let's format it. Increase the values. Let's increase the values. Let's increase the values. Okay, I think this is cool. Okay. Okay, good. You can add more to make it so that particular visual, that particular data we use, right? We can use that data for practice, right? Okay. So let's try to import in slicer. So this is the slicer we have. What is the slicer? Good. And here we can slide it based on country. We can add multiple slicer here. So we can slice it based on the country. So let's choose country. So when you take United States here, okay, so this is what we are seeing in United States. So United States, this is the total sales, this is the total profit in 2013, and then this is the total profit in 2016, and then it has also sorted everything out here, right? Can check for France. Okay, so let's add one more slicer here. Okay, and this slicer will add product. Let's see, where is the product here. Okay, so this is the product we have, right? Okay, so we can also slice it based on, so in France, this is in France, and this is the product, VTT product, right? So the VTT product in France, this is the total sales, and this is the profit in 2013 and the profit in 2014. So you have click on it, you have filter France and hot, and the VTT. You can also check for Canada. Okay, and it will also filter it based on Canada. Let's add one more thing to it, which is the questions and answers. Right, the questions and answers one of the chart, or one of the chart we can use to do. We can use to answer questions, right? So let me make it big here, down here. So these are the questions and answers. So let's wait. It's loading. So let's wait. Okay. So here, these are some of the questions, right, in there. So it's asking what is the average sales by country. Let's say someone asks you what is the average sales by country. You can use the questions and answer. You click on it, then it will filter it based on the. So it's loading. Let's wait for some time. Good. Yes, so this is the average. See that the down here, it has, let me make it big here. So this is the average, right, by country. Put the cursor on it. Sum of profits. Okay, so let's try to write our own question. So here you can write your questions here. Yes. Here you can write your questions here. So let's, based on what we have done, let's try to add questions here. So you can ask what is the let's say the total sales Okay, so what is the total sales? So here, so this is the total sales, right? It has given you the total sum of sales price. Okay, so this is the sum of sales price. I'm calculating for the sum of sales price, right? So it has given us sum of the sales price, right? We can also calculate for sum of profits. So let's say profits, sum of total. What is the total sum of profits? Okay, so this is the total sum of profit, right? Yes, so that's how the thing is. That's the K1A. You can bring it here, down here, or it can float. You can move it anywhere here, right? Okay. So any question on this? Yes. Unmute yourself and talk. We are listening. Mr. Safu, we are listening. Talk. Unmute yourself and talk. Okay. If you are talking, we can't hear. Can't hear you if you are talking.
Hello?
Yeah, now you can hear.
I'm stable, sorry. I just came to the house. I just joined. So, so if there's a data set, I'd like to see that.
Okay, sure. Okay. I'll share the video with
Okay,
you. So.
all right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any question so far? So next week we'll talk more on the Power Query, right? Yes, we did Power Query, on next week. Then I think next 2 weeks too we'll talk about last one, which is the model view, right? Yes.
Amos, and then the other that functions that didn't work.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
After,
I'll work on that function and send.
okay.
Let's say small video on that one within a week. I'll work on that and send.
Okay. All right. After Power BI, what are we doing?
After Power BI, it all depends on what the next one you wanted to do. Then
Okay.
I'll prepare for that. Okay.
Can we do Tableau?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay. Tableau or SQL, one of them.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Any addition on so far what you have done? So here I'll give you assignment, right? And then you send it through me before next week Sunday. I'll give you assignments. I mean that assignment, but some of you are familiar with that assignment, so I'll give you that one to you then. I think 2 different assignments. Yeah, so that you work on it using the Power BI. Yeah. Okay. So come here. I wanted to publish export. So here, this is the export, right? If you want to export what we have done, let's say export it to PDF. You go to export. Then here we have the PDF and then Power BI template. You can export it as PDF or you can export it as Power BI template, right? But here, one unfortunate thing about desktop, Power BI desktop, is that you cannot export it into PowerPoint, right? But the same idea in the Power. If we are using the Power BI service, we can export what we have done into PowerPoint. So during presentation, we won't use Power BI to present it. We present it in the form of PowerPoint. Right? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So. Any question or any addition? Are you okay with the Q&A, this section, the question and answers? And this one here, because of last week we did a lot of how we can add more function to it. That's why I didn't add function, make it more attractive, right? So we can follow what we did last week and then can add borders, visuals, can make it very nice, right? Yes, we did that one last week. That's why today I didn't add all those formats on there. So we can format it. You can format this one here. If you don't want the million, you can change it to maybe thousands or the whole figures. You can format everything here, as we did last week. Yes. Okay. Okay, so let me add one more thing here. So let me bring the Q&A answers here. Okay. Okay, so let's do how do you call it? The matrix. Alright, this is the matrix. The matrix. Or we can even add the phono chart, the scatter plot, the donor chart, and then all those things here. Alright, okay. So let me add matrix here. Okay, so this is matrix. Let me bring it down here. Okay. Last week we said something about matrix, right? Who remember? We said something about matrix, that we use matrix for so let's did something on matrix. So matrix consists of rows, columns, and rows, right? So this is the row field, the column field, and the value field, right? So let's say we want let's go back to the data view. Let's say each product and then the discounts. Each product and discount, right? So this is the product. This is the product and then the discount. Let's use that one. Each product and discount, and then we also consider the country, right? Yes. So let's put the country, let's put the product on the row. So this is the product, and then the column, let's make it country. How is the country? Country, good. And then the values, let's make it discount here, right? Okay. Okay, so based on what we have, there's a discount on what the added discount on there. That the discount is only given to that the Canada, right? And then the product is what VTT. They give discounts in Canada, and then the product is VTT product. That's the only product they give discounts. Okay, so that one too we can. Yes. Yeah. It's on my stock. Okay, I'll do that. I'll share it. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so there is the this is the matrix. Okay, the discount is only given to the Canada, and then the VAT is what? Sorry, the product is VTT. Okay, so we can also format this one if you want to format it. All right. So let's add. Let me increase the font size. Okay. Increase the font size. Okay, that's fine. Any addition, then we end the class successfully. any addition, any contribution, any subtraction.
Please, can you also develop a dashboard for this one? Or this is quite different from how it is Excel develops a dashboard?
I don't get it. You say you can use Excel to work on this.
No, I'm saying with a PowerPoint, can you develop a dashboard just like how we use the Excel developing the dashboard?
In PowerPoint.
Power BI.
Yes, so this is the dashboard we have built.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the dashboard we have built.
Okay, so in presentation, will they see everything you have been seeing?
Yes. So here, because the visuals is too small, right? The visual is too small. So here, in presentation, you go to focus mode. You click on the focus mode, and then the visual becomes bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. So after you explain whatever here, then you go back. Yeah. Then you also choose another one, the visual you want. Let's say this map. We click on the focus mode. Then we also talk about it. Right. After that, then you click on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Amos.
Yes.
Please, you see the way like Excel, you can have like your own color background. Can you do that the same for Power BI? I noticed that it's always white.
Yeah. It's no, it's not. Yeah, you can change it. Let's work on that.
Do something
right?
else.
Yeah. So here, let's see the background. Right. So you go to canvas, then you change it. Let me transparency. Right, you see there now the background has changed. Right, we adjust the transparency. You can even browse image. Browse, then you choose image. Let's say this is the picture I wanted to use. Let's say this picture, right? You can even insert that picture at the background, right? So you see there's a picture at the background, right? Yes. I mean, a nice question. I mean, yeah, sure. So let me proceed. So now this is the background. So you can adjust it the way you want it to be, right? Yeah. It's not always white. You can change it. Okay. Any other question?